St. Clair County RESA presents Dateline Schools, hosted by Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we have the opportunity of meeting Amy Walton, as she is the Distinguished Teacher of the Month here in St. Clair County for the month of March. And she teaches math at St. Clair Middle School. And Amy, one of your colleagues who helped make your nomination said, "You truly have a gift for explaining challenging concepts and allowing students to believe that understanding is truly within their reach." How in the world do you accomplish that?
Well, it is challenging, the things that we have to teach the kids. I think what I do most often is I sit down and I think to myself, if I did not know how to do this, if I had no background whatsoever, what are the important things that the kids need to know, and how can I relate it to something that they've already learned, and I kind of show them where they're going, like tying it in for them. I like to always try and make it visual for them. A lot of times before I would start a lesson, we tie into what we already know. What are the skills that we need to know? And basically just explaining my thought process. What do I do? If I had never done this before, where do I even start? What are some questions I ask myself? What are things that should be going through your head? And then communicating with one another. Just because I'm explaining it a certain way and it makes sense in my brain, I think it's really important for the kids to share with each other. Sometimes they share with their partners, sometimes they come up front and they explain what did they do? What process went through your head to get to the solution.
Do you find, too, that with some kids that may have not have been motivated for math or just kind of getting through it because that's what I have to do, that they finally say, hey, you know what, this is pretty cool?
Actually, that's it's so awesome when a student will come up and say, you know what, I've never understood math before. That is like the prize of the day for me as a teacher, to think, wow, I helped you understand something. And I think some kids are very intimidated by math, and so to make like a culture in here where it's safe to make mistakes. I make mistakes. I even emphasize the fact that I make mistakes, that it's pretty normal, and it's okay that they're never really going to learn if they don't ever even try it. So, and that's the basic thing, you have to sit down, you have to try it, you have to make mistakes, figure out like, okay, this is not working, what else can I do, and talk to each other and just listen to other people's conversations.
And that whole concept can carry over to any other subject they're taking in school.
Absolutely, and you have to believe that you can do it in order to even possibly take the first step.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.